Hey everyone, this is Harshadan Gaikwad. I hope all of you are doing great. You might have guessed it from the thumbnail that I am here to decode, to simplify the law relating to drugs in India. But wait, before going on to that, why has this NDPS Act coming into picture in these recent days? Well, to start off with, in the recent month, the Directorate of Intelligence Revenue of India confiscated rupees 20,000 crores of heroin at the Adani operated Mundra port, which is located in Gujarat. Now this confiscation was approximately 3,000 kgs of heroin. This was the biggest haul for the Indian government. But wait, it did not stop there. In the recent days, the NCB, that is the Narcotics Control Bureau, they did raid a cruise ship in Mumbai. They found a lot of people consuming, in possession in the psychotropic substance. Amongst them were many prominent faces, including Aryan Khan. But wait, today I am not here to tell you or to discuss with you whether Aryan Khan did take the drugs or not, what happened about the Gujarat, what happened about the biggest haul in India, why it did slip from the news channels. Well, I am not here to discuss and to debate or tell anything about that. I am here to tell you the law relating to the drug in India. The law which covers everything in India, and that is the NDPS Act, and that is the Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substances Act 1985. India did have a provision before 1985 in the Constitution of India, the Part 4, which deals with the DPSP, that is the Directive Principles of State Policy. In that, Article 47 clearly mentions out that the state shall endeavour to bring about prohibition of intoxicating drinks and drugs which are injurious to health. Well, now this led to the enactment of the Act in India, which is the NDPS. Section 20, I'm going to cover a few sections today, not the whole Act, but the sections which are a matter of concern at this point of time. Section 20 clearly states out that any punishment for contravention in relation to cannabis. Now, remember one thing, there are many substances which have been covered under NDPS Act. I am going to talk about that in some point of time, but section 20 talks about the punishment if you cultivate, you produce, you manufacture, and the most important, if you possess. Even if you have the possession of these substances, you are liable for punishment. Now, the next thing, 8C. Now, 8C talks about that if you knowingly acquire, if you intentionally acquire these substances, see, knowingly acquire, possess or use any property which was derived from an offence committed under this Act. So, it means that if you intentionally use it or even if you have it, you will be liable under this Act. Section 27 talks about the punishment which I am going to cover in some point of time now. Section 35 is the most dangerous because the court presumes of culpable mental state. Now, what exactly is this culpable mental state? This means that you had the intention of doing it. You had the intention of possessing it. You might have not done anything, but you had the intention. So, if the court charges this section upon you, it is upon the accused person. The accused has to go and prove it in the court of law that he or she has not done anything. But the court will always presume a culpable mental state. Now, the most important part is in the NDPS Act, they have categorized the quantities, and also the quantities will lead to different punishments. So, three types of quantities in the NDPS Act, which is a small quantity and the commercial quantity. And there is one quantity which comes exactly in between these two quantities. And there are a lot of different substances. For example, for hashish or charas, the small quantity is 100 grams, the commercial quantity is 1 kg or more. So, if anybody is found handling these, the punishment will vary accordingly. So, the commercial quantity, as in the big people, the cartels, the drug peddlers, small quantity is for personal consumption. The next is cannabis, same, the quantity is different over here, 1 kg, commercial quantity is 20 kg or more. The next is cocaine, see, the quantity is 2 grams for cocaine and the commercial quantity is 100 grams or more. Next is opium, the small quantity is 25 grams, the commercial quantity is 2.5 kgs or more. Next, heroin, the small quantity relates to 5 grams, commercial quantity deals in 250 grams or more. Going ahead, ganja, that is marijuana, small quantity is 1 kg and commercial quantity is 20 kg or more. MDMA, which was found in the recent cruise ship raid. Small quantity is 1 kg and commercial quantity goes to 20 kg or more. Well, yes. Now these were the categorization. But what about the punishment? So if any person is found dealing in the small quantity, now the punishment is, this is the amended one, it might go up to 6 months or with fine, which involves 10,000 rupees or both. So if anybody is found with small quantity, the punishment is 6 months or more, which is the case right now in Aryan Khan's case. The second thing is, if at all you have been found with a quantity which is more than small quantity but less than the commercial quantity, then there is imprisonment, but there is vigorous imprisonment which might extend to 10 years, and there is and also over here. That means you have to pay fine also. That means it might go up to 1 lakh rupees. And if you are found in the most bigger bracket, which is the commercial quantity, the rigorous imprisonment might lead to 10 to 20 years and the fine might go up to 1 to 2 lakh rupees. So this is the punishment which is going on right now, which is the talk right now. So small quantity, this is the commercial quantity, and this is in between. So this was the punishment under this. Well, the most important part in this thing is that the offenses are non-bailable. It depends on the court to tell that yes, there is any cooperation from the accused person, then they might give some relief. But as of now, in the recent cases which has been developing, there is nothing as of now. Well, that's it from me. That's it from me. This was a small video about just to give you a brief idea of what exactly is this. Also, one more thing. The NCB is being led by Samir Wankhede, which is the zonal division, the main person behind all these raids. Well, he's doing a wonderful job over there. And one more thing is that right now, many allegations and many faces have been coming up in these raids in all this, but it has not yet been covered. Okay, so this was a small video on NDPS Act. Well, I hope you liked it. And yes, the most important part is please be safe and don't do drugs. Thank you.